Morning everyone. I got the camera back in its good old position that it used to be, up on top of the handlebars rather than slung underneath. I've got to take a bit of a detour here through the burbs because they're redoing the bike path on the main road there. I've got my phone on because I don't really know where I'm going around here. I use an app called GPX Viewer. You can drag a line in Google Earth. I think I've explained it once before on one of the previous rides to Whiteman Park. But yeah, you can drag a line on Google Earth, download the line file. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, can't remember. And then you can, I'm going to turn here. And then you can upload that line file to GPX Viewer, and off you go. You just follow a line like you're in your car, pretty much. He looked like he was glad to go to school. So we're going to the city today. It's good in one way, bad in another. Good thing is that it's pretty cool and cloudy, and bad thing is that it's cloudy. So the vision might look a bit it might look a bit dark and gloomy, but it should be right. I've got to fix up the line actually through here. I've just got to go through houses. I can kind of see where I'm meant to end up, so that's okay. I think I actually got to get back in that. Yeah, I've got to be back on this park here. It's all good. And I don't know if you guys watched the last video. Actually no, I'm going to stay on the road. I can get to the same thing. But the bike went through a heap of power. I got home, I'd only done 60 Ks and I got back with 17% battery. And this bike's meant to do like 100k range. That's what they sell it as. Normally you wouldn't believe that, and you'd think 60 is good if they said 100. But on the Facebook pages for this bike, they're doing 50 miles and getting back with 20% battery. So I was wondering what I was doing wrong. I think I might have found it. I don't know, I've only just started riding. I'm only 7-8 Ks into the ride. But what I did, I went in the app on your phone for the bike, and I've dropped the max speed from 45. I've dropped it down to 26, I think I got it at. So, and that seems, from the little time I've been on it, about 20 minutes, it seems to maybe have adjusted the top speed in every gear. I always keep it in pedal assist 1 as well. I don't bring it up anymore. What a good boy. Yeah, my dogs would be up halfway up the road by now chasing the bike. Yeah, so I've adjusted the max speed, and I'm only in gear 7, and I'm doing 23k an hour. It's a good amount of resistance, and I don't want any more, and I don't want to go any faster. So, and I've still got another gear to go. Whereas before, when I had the speed limit set to 45, I'd be in top gear, and it'd be really too easy to pedal, and you'd be doing 30k an hour in eight gear, and wondering why you're going through so much battery. So I'm hoping that this might have fixed it. So it's hard to explain, but it's because I've brought the top speed down. The bike's not interested in doing the 40 or 30k an hour that it was doing. It's only interested in getting me up to the 26 now. So it's adjusted all its power to each power assist level settings, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm hoping that it might have fixed it. So we'll see how we go. We'll know when we get to the city, because I know the city's about 26 odd Ks from my place, the way we're going to go today. I'll put the screenshot up on the screen, the way I'm thinking of going. I might change it up a bit as we get closer. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. So we'll see. If I've got 60 odd % when I get to the city, I'd be really happy. Yeah. So if I've got that much, I'd be really happy with that. If you start hitting 50% and you're halfway through your ride, you're probably not likely to get home, because 0% is 0%, and you're going to use a lot more power from 25-ish% and under than what you would normally use in that kind of last 20%. The last 20% goes a lot quicker than the 40 to 20%, is what I'm trying to say. So this place here where I am is still, I think it's still considered Malaga, but it's the east end of Malaga. So these are the last kind of shops. Looks like they're building more on the left there, but these are the last kind of shops in line here. This road goes for a few kilometres. So yeah, it's not bad, not a bad little place here. You got every shop you could ever imagine pretty much here. So yesterday was a pretty productive day. I finished off that diorama, got that all done. I've still got to paint the outside of it, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but anyway, that's done. I think I've put that video up. Can't remember. I've been doing a heap of videos lately, and I've already had some saved up, so yeah, I can't try and release one a day, but we'll see what happens. I won't be able to keep that up, but just recently I've had a heap of little jobs to do, so I've been filming all that stuff and putting it up. The next, whoop. Oh, and I also sharpened our kitchen knife, so I got a pretty cool sharpener. So I thought I'd do a video on that, and they came out really good. Used them last night, sharp as, so should get another 6 months or so out of them. And what else? Oh, I went to the bike shop on Tuesday, I think it was. Took my gravel bike there and asked him about the flat bar conversion. So that's a goer. I've ordered all the parts for that. He gave us pretty good tips. I was going to change the brakes over to hydraulic. They're a disc brake at the moment, but they're just mechanical pull with a cable, not hydraulic. So I'm not really the only reason I was going to change the brakes is because I had to change the levers. So that was the only reason, and because they're a road bike brake, they operate on a different lever action than a mountain bike lever. And you can't really buy road bike, I think this is what he was saying, road bike levers for a flat bar, because most road bikes have got the curly whirly handlebars, which is what I'm trying to get rid of. So he's put me onto this brake lever. Can't remember the name of the company. Started with an A, but it's an FR7 speed dial brake lever. Allandine or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. And it's adjustable. It's got an adjustable cam in it, so you can adjust the throw from the lever to the caliper. They were about $50 for two of them, so I got them coming from Australia, so I'll probably get them first because they're locally, just from over east. And then off AliExpress I ordered a 2x7 shifter, which is left hand for the front derailleur, right hand one for the rear derailleur, so 2 on the left, 7 on the right. So that's on its way, and that comes with cables as well. And then also from AliExpress I got a handlebar, which was about $16 or something like that. So should do it. The only thing he said that you might come a cropper on is the handling of the bike. He reckons because I'm changing it, you're changing where your hands go and the balance point and the pivot point or something like that of some angle. I can't remember what he was talking about. And I told him, I said, look, I'm not planning on spending a lot of time on it. If I was, I'd probably sell the bike and buy a road bike with flat bars, or a gravel bike with flat bars, or whatever they are. It's purely just for exercise, because I bought that bike before I bought this electric bike, and I've tried for about 2 months, and I just can't go very far on it. It's not a very comfortable bike. I find it really uncomfortable, and it's probably due to the fact of the handlebars, and that may change when I change these handlebars. But yeah, I just can't spend a lot of time. The seat's not comfortable, and I can't put a different seat. I've changed the seats. I've got a can't remember, Bontrager fluid seat, but I can't go any wider on the seat because it starts rubbing on the inside of your legs. So I can't go any wider, which is fine. But yeah, that's kind of my limiting point there, is I'll start getting sore back, sore bum. So it's just all too much. Whereas this bike, I don't know what it is, I can stay on it all day. I've got no dramas. Very comfortable seat. It's got a suspension seat post, really comfy seat. Front shocks, comfortable seating position. So pretty happy with this one. So yeah, and the other day I took my jet ski out, and that's like a couch, that thing, to sit on. And I had to keep standing up. I was getting a sore back and a sore bum on that, and not necessary on the bike. So yeah, pretty good. So yeah, I was in 8th then, probably because I was going downhill, but back to 7, and 97% battery. I've done 10 kilometres, so that's pretty good. So I'll kick the video off here. It's just there's not much to see here. The way I'm going to go through like the older part of Perth, Bayswater and stuff like that, and it's right along the river. It's really nice, so I'd rather save my battery for the nicer scenery. So yeah, I'll switch it off here. It's literally a bike path next to a highway for a while, so yeah, until we get like another half an hour down the road. So yeah, I'll switch it off and pick it back up when the scenery gets a bit nicer. So we're at Riverside Gardens. Can't remember the suburb. Might be Bayswater, Maylands. I think it's Maylands actually. It's a bit of a bird sanctuary on the left here. Park behind me. There's a big unfenced dog park coming up, which is always fun on a bike. We'll see how busy it is. But it's quite nice through here. It's always quiet. It's really good. Bit of a wetlands on the right there. Oh yeah, and they're spraying in here too for mozzies, I think. That's one thing about living next to something like this. The mosquitoes are just next level. So they keep on top of this spraying for the larvae. Especially now it's getting warmer. It'd be really bad. You'd be barely able to sit outside your house. Yeah, so here's a dog park. It's not that busy. I'll go slow. Little mini schnauzers. Wow, there's two mini schnauzers just there, and I think this is another one. It looks exactly like mine. He looks exactly like my little mini schnauzer. He looks exactly like my little mini schnauzer.
Oh, really?
Same, exactly the same. He's got a red, mine's got a red collar
oh,
too.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't see many of them with like the stockier sort of build. Like we don't think she's like full mini schnauzer. Because when you see.
Oh, is it a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, she's pretty big for a girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got a boy. He's about the same size. But was she black when you first got her?
Yeah.
Like pure black. Yeah. Same as mine. And he's starting to go white as well. How old is she?
She's 4.
4. Yeah. Mine's 3. Yeah. Yeah. No, they're cool dogs.
Yeah.
Same haircut, everything. When I saw it, I was like, oh,
yeah.
exactly the same.
Half mini schnauzer.
Oh, okay. With
Jack Russell.
Jack Russell. Yeah,
So
okay. Oh, that's a cool mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're good dogs. But yeah, no, mine's exactly the same as that.
What a spin out.
Yeah. Where'd you get him from? Oh, her from Mount Lawley. Okay, yeah.
Where's,
From Meg in Bullsbrook. That's what I mean. I just saw another 2. There's another one down there too.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. Cheers, Sal. Yeah, that was a girl. Crazy. That was looked exactly like my Alfie. Same red collar, same coat. She was a bit wider. She was a year older, 4 years old. Mine's 3, but yeah. See if he goes white like that. It's pretty funny. It's not very busy today. It's quite good. come here on a weekend and it is just, you can't see the grass, there's just dogs everywhere, even on this side. They're not meant to be on this side off leash, but they are. Oh, so there's a coffee van just there, but I won't stop there because I've actually tipped out the coffee in front of the guy because he wouldn't give me my money back. I took one sip out of it and it was, I don't know what it was. Yeah, I took one sip as I picked it up and I just turned around. I went, nah, can you make us another one or give us my money back? And he goes, oh, that's how I make them. And I said, that doesn't even taste like coffee. Just give us my money back. And he said, nah, I can't give you the money back because you've drank it now. You drank half of it or something, and I only had one sip. So I just tipped it out in front of him and walked off. And everyone that was behind me in the line, was no longer in line after that. So he could have given me my money back and made another probably 5 coffees. Otherwise, he didn't, and he lost 5 coffees. That was pretty funny. This is a rowing club here. Kayaks and not kayaks. I don't even know what they're called. Kayaks do come here, but yeah, I'm not sure what it is. It's like a big rowboat with like 10 people in it, and someone up the front steering and banging a drum kind of thing. I'm going to go straight, something different. We'll come back the other way. You can go right over this bridge to the left here and go that way, but I'll go under and you'll see a bit more of the wetlands here. Normally, I don't know why, but we always go the other way. We always go in that way and out this way, but I'll mix it up today, something different. I haven't been through here for ages. We used to come through on the scooters at night time through here. Really cool. I think I'm doing all right for battery. I've got 87%, 20 k's into the ride. So that's not bad. So that change that I've done to the max speed is real. I think it's helping. We won't know until we get back home, really, because that's when it starts dropping. After halfway, the battery drops off a bit quicker. Yeah, ducky. Yeah, and keep your mouth closed, there's mosquitoes. The bird watchers are out. That's probably why we don't go into the city this way, because there's this massive hill up here and it's much more fun coming down it. On the scooters we used to get it up, just freewheeling, you'd get up to 40-50 kilometres an hour. We just got a new leash last night for the little one Dexter, because he's really bad at pulling on lead. I'll get a picture of it when I get home. We've tried. I really wanted a front pull lead. I watched that Cesar Milan show and he kind of recommends that for dogs. I've seen him on YouTube as well, like not his series that he's got on TV, but more on the YouTube channels. So that way when they pull, it kind of flicks them around and changes their attention. So I've been looking for one. There was one there, but they didn't have the right size, but they wanted $90 for it. So yeah, we gave that a miss, and then she said, what's it for? I hadn't told her at that stage that because he was a puller. And she said, oh, we'll try this one because everyone swears by these. They've been making them for 20 or 30 years and they've never changed the design. She reckons she's put it on dogs. Put it on dogs in the store, and you know, by the end of the aisle they're 100 times better than what they normally are. So I said, oh well, I'll give it a shot. It's a bit of an effort to put it on, but you get used to it, I suppose. Yeah, so took them for a walk just when I got home from work, and really good. Yeah, really good. 100% difference. I couldn't believe it. He gets a bit of pressure on the lead and just stops, and it's like he's wondering what's going on, and he forgets about pulling. He didn't pull once actually. Really good, and it was only $50 compared to the 90 of the front pull harness. It's not a harness though, that's the only thing. I'll show you when I get home anyway. It's like a collar with some extra lines hanging off it that goes under their underarms on their front legs, and as they pull that gets tighter and lifts them up. Wants to do a poo. So this is a nice place. There's actually a coffee shop up here, but again, not the best coffee in the world. I was going to bring the drone today, but decided against it because it's just no sun today. It's just all cloudy, so it's not going to look very good, the video anyway. And it's a bit windy. It'd be all right for the drone, but it wouldn't be the funnest. Yeah, coffee shop's just here. Been there a couple times, but it's just, yeah, it's not the nicest coffee. That looks like fun. I've been coasting a little bit more on this bike too, just to save the battery. I just don't know. I don't trust it fully yet. It could be these Tannis liners that I have. Apparently they increase the rolling resistance a fair bit, so. Now, I'm pretty sure I might just turn my map on. Rather than go left, I'm going to go right. That's a bit of a nicer road down there, but this is a bit of a shortcut, and I'd rather have the extra battery to play around in the city a bit than to struggle to get home. So I'll chuck on that app again. There we go. I can kind of see where we need to end up. Oh yeah, just go straight. Oh yeah, I know where we are. Yeah, it's been a while. Also just hit 100, well it's done 190 now, but just before it hit 180 k's total for this bike, and that was the exact kilometres when it started making that ticking noise and started all the drama of me getting this new bike. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I went to the bike shop on Tuesday to ask the guy that fixed my original e-bike about converting it to flat bar. And I said, oh, you know, I brought in that electric bike. He goes, oh yeah. He goes, they still haven't paid the bill for all the fault finding on the original bike, so he hasn't sent the original bike back. He still has it there. I'm like, oh, that's not. He's been trying to call them, they won't answer the phone, won't answer emails or anything. So I don't know what's going on there. But I'm gonna, if he still has it when I go back there, because I'm gonna be going back there in another week or so. If he still has it, I'm going to say what does the bike owe you, and I'll either try and buy the whole bike off him, spare parts for this one, or maybe try and fix it myself. I don't know, probably not, because I couldn't fix it the first time, so it's not going to change this time. But at least get the battery. I might even just try and get the battery out of it, and then he can keep the rest of the bike and then sell it for parts, or I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how he wants to do it, but if the bike owes him $300, because I think that's about what he spent on fault finding, I'll give him $300 for the battery and he keeps the rest of the bike. So yeah, see what he says. But yeah, that'd be cool to have a second battery. That'd be really cool. Because then you could use higher P pedal assist settings, use the throttle a bit more, and you know, just get halfway, flick the new battery in and you're done. Oh yeah, I know where we are. So we're going to pop out right in the guts of the city, I think. I know it doesn't look like it. What car's that? That's a golf course there. Some American car by the looks of it. Go past and have a look at that. Cutlass or something. Buick Riviera, left-hand drive. That's nice. Yeah, but well, I don't know about Australia, but Perth, you had to, if you had a car like that, you only had a certain amount of years and you had to convert it to right-hand drive, but you don't anymore, as of about, I don't know, 10-15 years ago. Yeah, not necessary anymore, so you can keep them as a left-hand drive. I think you just have to have a sticker on the rear window saying caution, vehicle left-hand drive, and that's it. There's some nice houses around this area too, I think because of this golf course and proximity to the city as well. Really, really nice houses here, all double story, nice view. I'll flick it off, and when I get a bit closer to the city, I'll turn it back on. But I've got probably another 10 minutes or so, I'd say. So I got Swan River just on the left, and this is the old. Well, this bit of the power station still works. There's people doing some work there now, so that's. I don't know what it is. I'm not up to date on what this bit is, but just in front of us is the original power station, which is heritage listed, so they're not allowed to ever knock it down. They have to maintain it, they have to look after it, but they can't do anything with it. Or they can do something. I think they're going to turn it into a museum or something like that, but it's a really cool building. You can see it there. This is the bridge, so if you watch I put a video up the other day about taking the jet ski out. This is, I think it's called Windham Bridge. So you can't go past this bridge on your jet ski. And I didn't come this far, I only went to the other bridge there, the fancy looking one, which we'll probably go over. We'll go to Optus Stadium and all that, should have enough battery to do it. Down to 76%, so should be fine. They keep closing footpaths here. It's really annoying. This is the third one now. Yeah, it's not my hood, so I really don't know where to go, but I kind of know I want to go this way. Yeah, some cool houses here. But just the balconies look really nice. Looks like they spend a lot of time on them. All right, probably go left here. I don't know. There's another one. Yeah. So we got one of those lock bridges just here. Come and put a lock on it with your girlfriend. I won't show it, it's up there and I don't want to go that way. Might come back that way. Yeah, also on that jet ski video I pointed out a little alcove. I was out in the water over there, we'll go past it. This is what's in here. It's just a pub, a hotel, apartments, a couple coffee shops. It's pretty nice. You can bring your boat in here. I wouldn't go bringing a jet ski in. I don't think there's any laws to say you can't bring a jet ski in. But yeah. And my jet ski is pretty quiet. All the new ones are pretty quiet. But I don't know what you're going to do in here. It's only small. I'll show you an overall when I get down the end here. There's another mini schnauzer just back there too. They're bloody really popular now. Never noticed them before we got out. So yeah, over the bridge. Oh, and here's those hire scooters, just litter. So yeah, you can see it there. You can just come in, park up, have a beer and then keep going, or a coffee or something. I've never seen boats in here though. I've seen one boat come in and turn around, but never docked. So I don't know if it's that popular. And there's a nice steep bit just here. Keep it in one. Yeah, no worries. That's fairly steep, one's plenty. And that's the path the bridge pops out at. Alright, no, we're doing good. I think 75%, 27 Ks. Yeah, that's a lot better, I think, than last time. Well, maybe not actually, I can't remember. I think I got to that coffee shop was 25 Ks and I got there with 80% battery and now I'm down to 75, yeah. I've pumped the tyres up really hard too. I got the back tyre at 60 PSI. We still have enough though. There's no dramas. Don't know if we're going to make Elizabeth Key though. More scooters. I'll go over this bridge on the way back because that'll be on the way back home. We'll go that way. That's the bridge where the zip line is. We'll stop when we get up there. We've got Burswood, so yeah, this is pretty much the same way we came with the jet ski a few days ago. Yeah, you might just stop at Riverside Drive. There is a coffee shop there. That might do us. This is the fancy school I was talking about as well. They got their own, they're those rowboats I was talking about too. So they got their own boat ramp and everything. They keep the boats just there and then they whack them out just here on the left. Own little private beach, not bad. Maybe an all-boys school too, actually. I haven't seen one. Yeah, I think it's an all-boys school. Trinity College. I'll have to look it up, but I can't see any girls in there. Pretty nice part of town this is like the eastern end of the city, so it's fairly quiet, considering you're right in the city, but it's not far from the city, if you know what I mean. It's only a 10-minute walk if you wanted to get right in the middle. Got the Wacker ground there on the right, it's where they play the cricket. Yeah, I hardly ever come to the city, it's pretty funny. And then on Monday I had the jet ski out here, and then back here this afternoon. I can't remember the last time I've been to the city twice in 1 week. Oh yeah, you must be able to hire bikes and pedal carts and stuff here. That's what that shop is. Burnout Bridge. Oh, this is that restaurant I was telling you that it's a bit hard to get to. By car. By bike it's easy, but yeah, by car it's a little bit difficult. If you're not used to the city. You've only got one kind of option to get here, and if you miss it, you're going into the city. And that's Mercedes, so that Mercedes College, so that looks like an all-girls school. And then Trinity's an all-boys school by the looks of it. I'm not 100% sure, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I wouldn't go attempting a South Perth run right now because I'm not 100% confident. I'm actually thinking about taking the Tannis liners out, putting the Thornproof tubes in and doing this same run and see what we get. Because if it is the Tannis liners that are killing the range, I'm probably going to get rid of them. Try and sell them second hand or something like that, because I don't want to affect range. Like, it's good not getting the flat, but it's also good being able to do 80-90 k's or being able to do 60 k's and not worry about battery and use throttle and a bit higher PAS levels when you're getting tired and stuff. The range anxiety, I'm not into that. So you got to stay on this side. So this path that I'm on now is the bike path, and the path of that lady is on the left. There is a walking path, and it's signposted, it's got paint on the road, but I guarantee you, well, it probably won't happen now, but I almost guarantee you that there'll be somebody walking on this path. %69% we've got. So yeah, I'm not going to go around South Perth. I think we're just going to pick the first coffee shop that we come across here. I've never been there. My mate's been there, reckons it was really good. There we go. See, that lady was, unless she's just crossed the road, I'm not sure. So I won't call it yet. And just to my left here is that channel that I was on with the jet ski, where you're allowed to go as fast as you want between those green and red markers there. Only for in there, that's it. The rest of the river's 8 knots at all times. This is probably the first time I've ever been down this path and no one's been walking on it right when I'm doing the video. It's not very busy for some reason. I've actually got a thorn-proof tyre, thorn-proof tube in my back bag here. So if anything goes wrong, I can change it. I think the TPU tubes look pretty good. They're so thin. I just don't trust them to have only a TPU tube. And like I said, I can't put sealant in them because the valves are the type that you can't unscrew the valve core. So there's no way I'm running around on tubes with zero protection, and they're that thin. They're like a plastic bag. No way. Alright, so the coffee shop's just right in front of us. It's that white building there. I'll just take it easy here. Hopefully it's open. Might have packed up. If that's closed, I know where there's another one. Nah, it's open, cool. There's a ferry coming across from South Perth. Alright, where do you order? Oh yeah. I might as well park up the bike here and go and get a coffee. And there we go. Got a nice view behind us. That's kind of where we've come from. And that's where we were the other day on the jet ski, just behind me there. We'll go through Elizabeth Quay, it's just there. Screen on so I can see what's going on. Yeah, got the bike there. So it's just, as I parked it, it's gone back up to 70%. So I won't know until I get home, because I know 60 k's last time was 17% battery left. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, that's the Ritz-Carlton and all the swanky hotels. But we'll go in there. Just enjoy this coffee. It's not bad actually. Pretty good. Very busy coffee shop. It's charged up a bit now, 73%. Must have some hidden solar panels on it somewhere. Yeah, so Elizabeth Quay, it's like the biggest thing Perth's done in the last 30 years or something. Apart from the roadworks. If you're into roadworks, you'd love this place. But if you're into actual tourist attractions and things that are good for the place, then yeah, Elizabeth Quay's where it's at. They're talking about expanding it, but it won't be for ages. So what they're talking about doing is building out into the water and putting a massive island out there. I saw some design concept plans of it a long time ago. Looked good, sounds good, but I doubt they do it. Yeah, it was going to be, I think it was going to come off this bridge here. It was a long time ago I saw it, but around here somewhere, and it was going to go out to the island that they'll make out there and put a heap of shops and restaurants and stuff like that on it. But yeah, I doubt it. So this pub's meant to be really good. I've never eaten here, so I can't comment. Island Brew House. It's been here since Elizabeth Quay's open, so yeah, must be alright. I'd go down there if there's a ramp. It's just stairs and the old bridge. So yeah, a few days ago we were under it on the water. Now we're over it, riding around it. That's pretty cool. It's actually a nice day today. Would have been good for the jet ski too. It's dead calm. It's probably calmer than what it was the other day. Looks really nice water. Zero sun too. Just heaps of cloud. But it's not as humid. The other day was really humid. Today's actually a bit cooler. Well, it feels cooler because there's no humidity. We'll go nice and slow. You're allowed to ride your bike here, but I'd say you just go slow. Oh, there's a coffee shop here too. I'll have to try this one another day. They're always cleaning around here. No matter what time you come, they're always cleaning the floor and it always looks dirty. So I don't know what the go is. For some reason this looks familiar, that I've actually ridden around here and said something when I was coming around here, but I don't know why I would have ridden through here. I'll have to go back through my videos. I can't even remember. I thought this might have been the first time that I've ridden into the city on video. So this place here used to be a really nice coffee shop, burgers and really good toasted sandwiches too. We used to park our jet skis over there and then come here in the morning. They used to open at 7 and come and get I don't think they made burgers at 7, but you could get really nice toasted cheese sandwiches and stuff like that. But they closed. I don't know. It used to be called a V-Burger, but yeah, they're gone now. I don't know why. Alright, I'm going to start heading back home. We're going to go a different way. So whenever I hit something that looks kind of interesting, I'll flick the video on. Heap of these scooters getting around. But until then, I'll keep it running through here. So these are the free docks here that you can dock your boat up to. That's not bad. 90-minute cruise around the Swan River for $46. It's pretty good. Actually, I'll go this way. So that's our regular coffee shop there on the left. The only thing is, there's nowhere to lock your bike up. She's a nice lady too that owns that. She'd be there now. She got to know us because we used to go there when we used to ride our electric mountain bikes. It was always a Saturday morning thing, Saturday or Sunday morning thing. So she works there during the day, and then when we started on the electric scooters, that turned into a Friday night thing, and she doesn't work Friday nights, the lady that runs that coffee shop. And yeah, so we didn't see her for a long time, and then I can't remember if we rode the scooters one morning or back out on the bikes, can't remember, and she was there. So yeah, she said hello and hadn't seen us for ages and wondered what happened. But yeah, nice lady. I can't remember her name. Danica, I think her name was. Danica, yeah. Swedish, I think she's Swedish or something. Take it easy through here. See, this is what I don't get. They do spend all this money and then they just leave the stinking bins out the front here. I don't get it. Now this place here, what's it called? This is the place with the really nice pub up the top. 18 knots rooftop bar. Don't know why it's called 18 knots. Oh, I just cracked 200 Ks on the bike. That's pretty cool. All right. So we'll jump back up on this bike path. I won't record this because it's exactly the same as when I came here. Can't imagine it changed too much in 15 minutes. And I'll pick it back up when we're going over the bridge and into Optus Stadium. All right, so I'm not feeling the confidence in this battery. I've been on zero, pedal assist zero since we left, pretty much, because it's a nice flat path. I'm gonna have to bump it up to 1 here though. So I'm just trying to conserve some battery because my bike says we've done 35 kilometers. I was only expecting 25 to get to Elizabeth Quay, and that's a lot, because after, well, this says 35, but it's going to be more like 40 odd, because I know this reads under a fair bit, because when I did that 60k run, Strava said 59.8 or something like that kilometers, and the bike said 54, so it's about 6k's out at there. So if that's 6k's, let's call it 4k's, so we're getting close to 39ish kilometers at the moment, and there's no way. I'm more than halfway back home, but not by much. So I'm going to start bumping it down to zero, because I really don't want to pedal this thing with no battery when I'm close to home. So this is that fancy, well, not fancy, but funny looking bridge. There's some surveyors. I think I know that guy. 2 seconds. Yeah.
How are you? I'm going to start this way out. My left is very good. If you look at the video right now, you see there's a okay.
One, how you going, man? Catch us. See ya. Yeah, that was funny. I always have a look when I see surveyors on the side of the road, because I've worked at a few places, and if you don't know that person, they know someone you know, so you have a chat and say hello. So Optus Stadium, so that's the pub there, the Campfield. It's a fairly decent sized pub that. Sometimes it's open Oh, it's probably a bit late now actually, yeah. No, it's probably a bit late. But in the morning they're open for coffees and stuff. Just a little pop-up shop out the front there. The whole place isn't open, but they do takeaways. So we'll go this way. So that screen there on the left, they show the footy if it's sold out here. So if the game's sold out, then you can come here and watch it on this grass here. Yeah, so what I was saying about this battery, I've got it on pedal assist 0, so it's a little bit harder to pedal, but I've got to try and get home, because yeah, I'm getting a little bit worried, and I don't know why it's this many kilometres, because I did it on Google Maps, just a roughie, and it said like 23 kilometres from my place to the city, and for some reason it was up to 32 when I left having that coffee. So not sure what's going on there. But as long as it's flat, I'll keep it on 0. It's not going to be a true representation of how much battery I used, because now that I've had it on 0, it's all over. But I need to get home, because it's a bit hillier up my way. Around here it's a bit flatter. And also I forgot to start Strava when I left home. I was probably already maybe 10 k's into the ride before I actually pressed start on Strava. So it's kind of a null and void ride, this one, as far as battery consumption goes. But I think what I'm going to do is when I work up the nerve, I'm going to take the back tyre off this thing, and I'm going to take the tannis liner out and put in a thorn-proof tube, and then hopefully I'm not going to do the front, because I really don't think the front is where the problem is, because there's not a lot of weight on the front, and I can't see the front tyre having a higher rolling resistance is really going to affect your battery. It's all in the rear where all the weight is. So I'm going to get rid of that tannis out of the rear, put a thorn-proof tube in there, pump it up to 60, and see how she goes from there. And I'm going to do that Burns Beach run again. I won't record it, I'll just record the start and the end. I'll bring the camera in case something cool along the way pops out, but it's more of a range test, and that way I've done that ride twice now, and I'm pretty sure I did it, I'll have to go back through my Strava, but I did it on before I put the tannis liners in, and I'm pretty sure I got home with about 27-28% battery, which is more what you would expect after a 60k run. Then I put the tannis liners in with these TPU tubes and got back with 16%. So that's like a 10% difference, which is a fair bit. And with that run too, that's got like a 400 meter elevation gain. So it's pretty hilly, and it was windy both times as well. And it's like a headwind the whole way too. So you'd use a bit more power there. But because I've already done that ride twice, I think that's a better judge, rather than just doing this one once and you know, you might do exactly the same amount of Ks, but you might have gone up and down different hills, so it's not really a true estimate. But I don't know where the error is in the judging the distance side of things from Google Maps to the bike. I don't know what's going on there, unless I just went a totally different way and it was just, you know, like 7 k's longer for some reason. But that's okay. You can probably tell I'm breathing a bit heavier. It's hard work on 0. Good for the legs though. And I'm going to jump in that sauna as soon as I get home as well. That was the plan. Pretty much as soon as I get home, I'll go and turn it on, close the door, and then go and put the bike away, chuck everything on charge if I'm going to charge it, and then give it like 10 minutes and then jump back in. And that way it's already up in about 10 minutes. She's at 40 degrees or 35ish, and yeah, really good. So last night, mucking around with it, and I worked out that that radio is Bluetooth. It doesn't say Bluetooth on it, and you can't choose it from the source list. You can't choose it from the source list, so I just assumed it wasn't. But then I got my phone. I was actually going to call the lady today and not give her a mouthful, or an earful, but just going to ask her and say, look, am I missing something? Is this, you said it was Bluetooth, but I can't see it. But I just went in there with my phone, turned my Bluetooth on, and there it was, Sauna Stereo, I think it was called, or Sauna Radio, and it works. The only thing is, you get this buzzing. It's like a really annoying buzzing noise, and it's not only through Bluetooth, it's through radio or USB as well. It's just there constantly, and I think it's because the main control box for the sauna that distributes all the power to the heaters is right next to the radio. They've put it right next to it. So I think that's the issue. It's just getting some noise through that box into the stereo. And the speakers I used are really crap as well. Bargain basement $2 speakers. So I come up with a plan in one of the videos yesterday. Oh, I'll go this way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for the sales, because it's almost Black Friday. A couple of weeks, if that. And the sales have actually started. So I'm going to wait. And I'm going to buy like a Pioneer head unit for a car, no CD player, so just MP3 and radio and Bluetooth. I'm going to try and splice it into the existing electronics. As long as there's a 12-volt supply on that sauna somewhere, I'll find it and I'll splice it into that. And then I've got the speakers out of my Commodore wagon that I pulled out, and when I redid the stereo in that. So I've kept them, so they're going to be better than the speakers that are in the sauna at the moment, but I don't know how much better. So what I really want to do is put some 6x9s in it, and I'm not doing it to get it louder or for booming bass or anything like that, but just to get rid of that crackling noise or that buzzing noise, and to make them a bit clearer so you can hear the music a bit better at lower volume, because that's the last thing you want as a sauna is really loud music. You're meant to relax in them, so yeah, you gotta have the volume up quite high at the moment, and that's when the buzzing sound comes through, to actually hear anything through the speakers. Oh, it's all right. So is that closed? Is it? Footpath's closed. Yeah, they've closed so many footpaths around here. I don't know where to go. Okay, so they've closed that footpath. Let's go up here. Yeah, I think with the detours I've done, it's really added up the kilometres, and that's why it's going to stuff me, I think, in the end. We'll see. I'll be able to pedal home, it's just going to be very slow because I'm going to be in a low gear. So yeah, that's the thought process anyway. I don't want to cut the sauna up to fit 6x9 speakers in it at all, just in case it craps itself. It's still under warranty, it's brand new, so I don't want to do that. So if the Commodore speakers, the wagon speakers that I already have, fit in the holes that are there, I'll just change them out. So that'll be fine. If they don't, I'll make some boxes out of MDF and just hang them in the sauna somewhere up the top in the back corners. So that'll be okay. Yeah, it's not looking good, eh? I'm down to 62%. Anyway, I should turn on my navigation on my phone and see how many kilometres I've got to go to get home, but it's a lot because I'm in the city still. But anyway, you can tell the range anxiety is kicking in big time. That's a shame that, but I'm pretty sure it's the Tannis liners, it's not the bike, because like I said on the Facebook pages, people in America are getting like 50 miles, which is like 80 something, 85 kilometres out of it, and they're coming back with 20% battery after that. So I'm pretty sure it's the liners. And you got to have your tyre pressure really hard as well, I'd say. And that's what I was saying, I don't think it's the front tyre, it's the rear tyre, because that's where all the weight is. There's pretty much nothing on the front tyre. So yeah, I'm going to keep it in zero because I know there's some big hills around my place, so I'm going to save the battery to get up them and just try and keep it in zero for as much as I can. And then last night we went to Kmart and bought some stuff for the sauna as well. What did we get? We got a...
Can we get through here, can we?
Yeah, you can't go on that lower trail. You've got to go stick to the road and then turn right if you're going that way towards the city. Don't go on that track that's near the water.
There, yeah.
Oh, so where's it open?
It's open going...
Oh, that way, yeah, cool, I'm going that way, yeah, sweet, yeah. No worries, yeah, just stick to the road, don't go down there because it's closed down there, yeah.
Thanks.
No worries, catch ya. Yeah, so I want to go down this way. Yeah, so I went to Kmart and bought like a leaning, it looks like a bit of a ladder, and you just lean it up on the wall and that's your towel rack. So that's pretty cool. Because we were just chucking towels on the floor and yeah, it wasn't very nice. We also got some microfiber bath mats that we've put down on the floor to absorb anything that drips off you. And then we also bought for underneath that, so for the like to line the floor and to line the bench where you sit, it's like a very thin foam yoga mat. So it's actually quite cushioning for how thick it is. It's not very thick, but it provides a bit of cushioning, so it's better than just sitting on a towel on wood. But then you put your towel on top of that as well, so I just don't want any sweat sinking into the wood, that's all. That was my main game. Yeah, I just don't want it smelling in there, so yeah. Oh, and then we got some like bamboo. It's like a solid bamboo mat, I suppose, or something you would stand on in a shower. And we've got two of them because they're only small otherwise. So we've got two of them. I'm going to screw them together, and just as you come out of the sauna, you can stand on that. So yeah, it's looking good in there. Very comfortable room. But yeah, that's why I'll be heading straight after this. Because I've got a feeling that my legs are going to be burning by the end of this ride, running out of battery. Even just doing what I'm doing now, I can feel it. There's a nice hill coming up, but I think you've got to get up it before you go down it. Can't remember. No, you got to go up it, yeah. So I'll make the most of the hills, save the battery for the going up hills, and then make the most of the going down bit. We should be right, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. All right, 50 kilometre update. I'm probably 15 k's from home, and I've got 46% battery. And I noticed I'm back on the PAS. I'm actually on level 2 because my legs are gone, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have enough juice now to get home. But yeah, I was on 0 for ages, just turning it on just to get up some hills and then back down to 0. But for the last 5-ish Ks, I've been on 2 because my legs are jelly. So I'm going to keep it on 2. Like I said, 45% battery, and the bike reckons I've done 50 Ks, but I reckon that's more like 55 at this point, and I reckon I've still got another 15 to get home. So, but 15 Ks with 45% battery shouldn't be an issue, even on number 2. So we should be fine. We should be fine. So hope so. Hope so. Yeah, flick the camera off. I can't really talk because I'm buggered, and I'll switch it back on when just around the corner from home. Alright, shooting up the regular big hill here. I'm down to 18%. Bike reckons we've done 61.5 kilometres, but I'm guessing that's going to be closer to 70, just because this thing's out big time. Like I said before, the bike said, when I did that other ride, the bike said 53 kilometres, and I'd actually done 59, so it was 6k out over there. So by the time we get home, it's going to be closer to 70. Doing pretty good. I'm glad I did the old pedal assist 0 for a while. That worked out well. Hard on the legs, but really saved the battery coming back. So yeah, 17% at the moment, and that's where I got home last time, after only 50. Well, the bike said 53, and we've done 62 now. So we'll see what happens when I get home. Oh, now it's gone up to 20%. That's weird. Yeah, it's bouncing around a bit at the bottom of the battery here. So yeah, but it's going to be pretty much bugger all by the time we get home. I'll chuck some screenshots in of the actual what I've got left here. It's going to be up around 20% though, because I'm still at 20%. I'm going up a hill. You can probably hear it's dying, the motor. Just enough to get up there. And I got it in pedal assist 3 as well. As I said before, my legs are gone. That's about my limit, or I'm past my limit. That's yeah, too far, 70 Ks. Keep it around the 440 to 50, and that way you can still have the Tannis liners in, ride with confidence. You're not going to get a flat, and you got plenty of juice, and you can use throttle and high pedal assist levels. So I think that's what I'm going to do from now on, is just limit the rides to around the 40 to 50k an hour, 50k range, 50 at its absolute highest. Probably next time I go to the city, what I'll do is I'll just put the bike on the bike rack and ride in. Drive like closer to the city, because from my house to like 10k out of the city or so, there's not a lot to see. You're just riding to get there. Yeah, so I reckon that'll be better next time. Is I'll chuck the bike on somewhere, go and park close to the city, and then that way you got extra battery, and we can go around South Perth, everything. And I'll bring the drone next time, and you just got no dramas about battery that way. So yeah, I'll end the video here. I'll chuck up some screenshots, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Okay, so yeah, that's the total kilometres that the bike recorded, 62.5 kilometres, 231 for total for the bike, so we're getting up there. But like I said, this does not record distance correctly. It was actually closer than what it was before, so Strava says 55, but I didn't start it. I just measured it, and I'm 12 k's short. So I measured it on Google Maps. So I add 12 k's to that, and it's actually 67.2. So about 4.5 k's out, which is better than what it was. It must have something to do with the hills, because it was a lot hillier. You can see this one's only 262 meters elevation gain, and the Burns Beach coastal run that I did was about 400. So it must have something to do with the hills. I'll trust Strava much more than I would trust the bike, I think, because I've on my scooter, I've used Strava with that, and it was bang on. And plus, when I was riding e-bikes with all my mates as well, we'd all have Strava going, and all of us but one, our Odos matched Strava, and so yeah, I trust Strava more than I trust the bike one. So yeah, 4.5 k's out in total distance, which is not too bad. You could live with that, and pushing 70 k's, and I still got back with 20% battery, and I'd had enough, and I was killing it with the throttle. So I was really using throttle, and I was on pedal assist 3 and 4. I don't know if that would balance out the amount of distance I did on PAS 0, but if I hadn't have gone to PAS 0, just left it on 1 and kept going, I reckon I would have just got home maybe with about 10 to 15% battery. So yeah, it's getting 70 k's, and yeah, not bad. I think it would be better without the Tannis, but like I said, I think I'm going to leave them in there. I'd rather have the protection at those kind of ranges. What I'm doing, if I was only getting 30 or 40 k's range out of it, I'd rip the Tannis out in a heartbeat. But being able to get like 65ish k's and still have battery, now I know not to worry about it. I'm happy with that. I'll probably leave them in there. And like I said, if we want to go to the city and go around Kings Park, South Perth, and spend a bit more time just in the city, I'll drive there with the bike on the back, and then do all the running around there. So yeah, no, I think it turned out to be a good ride anyway. It was a really nice day, so all good. Cheers for watching. Catch you on the next one.